point, because now you're competing for a spot in the conference tournament. You're competing for the NCAA tournament, and this is when the real basketball season begins.
Well, Iowa State, they've been off a long time. They haven't played since well before their game on December 22nd when Drake was canceled. But Bill Fennelly telling us yesterday, this is a mature team. Like you said, they're veteran. They've got kids that are always in the gym working out, so it wasn't a huge concern of his heading into this game. Here is Jones. Now Ella Tofeono comes over to help out, puts the hands up. But Jones with her first two, averaging over 19 a game. As we take a look at Tech's starting five, they've gone big, small, medium, big this year. Right, but I think this is a really good lineup for Texas Tech, and you've got some scorers that can come in and impact you off the bench as well, and the two freshmen with Shavers and Maupin. But a good starting lineup here, and you've got to have some size in order to guard Soares. Absolutely. Texas Tech, they forced 143 turnovers the last 7 games. That's over 20 a game, and they're an 11-0 this year when they forced 15. The rejection inside, counted for Amber Scott. This is going to be the stat to watch for the game, Ron. I'm just going to put it out there now. It's going to be the foul line. Bill Fennelly's team does not like to foul, and he was concerned with the fact that Texas Tech, Amber Scott specifically, gets herself to the foul line so well. And here we are, first minute into the game, and Amber Scott's at the foul line. Emily Ryan had her 7th block of the season. We take a look at Iowa State's starting five. This is who they're going with, and we're going to keep an eye on number 10, Stephanie Soares. She told me to roll the R. Soares, there we go. The senior out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will belong to Texas Tech. But Stephanie is outstanding. She was the NAIA Player of the Year last season. Here is Ella off the glass. Got it. And bringing it up here is Emily Ryan, number 6 in assists in Iowa State history, just 2 away from Stacy Freeze. Number 5, nice backdoor cut. There's one of them to Jones. But McKinney, they need to get her going. Pull-up jumper from 17. Doesn't get the bounce. Offensive rebound. Tofeono, no. And she's contributing a lot to this team. She is. Her ability to get on the glass. If she can keep herself out of foul trouble, she can finish on there. She's just a physical presence in the paint. Here she is. Little pump fake off the glass. Tofeono's got 4 in the game. Her patience down below, and I know we talked about it before, that's an area where she has really grown. I love seeing her work in the post and her patience, using her pump fakes, using her post moves. Jones goes left. Farrell going to pick up her 2nd personal foul. Count it. And they're going to have to get Katie Farrell out of there, and coming into the lineup is going to be Jasmine Shavers, because that was a problem in her early years at UTA playing under Krista Gerlich. She'd pick up 2 quick fouls, and then it would just snowball. Right. And they need her on the floor. Nice steal by Jones. 1-on-2. Bumps McKinney. Leans in. Own rebound. Got it. She is just a determined scorer. Started every game in her Iowa State career. This is start number 137. Shavers rattles it for 2. And at the Big 12 meetings, talking to some of the Iowa State players, and then last night at shoot-around, how excited they were that Ashley Jones decided to come back for this 5th year. Didn't have to. Said she wanted to come back, and the players said she knows what we have here. Shavers on the steal. 1 to beat. Can't get it. Rebound pulled away by Denae Fritz. Fritz, strong move, right side. Nice pass inside. Picked off by Shavers. All right, the birthday girl has come in and had an immediate impact today. And we're getting physical already. Bodies flying on the floor. Kind of a hectic first 5 minutes of the game. Calm down a little bit. Scott, no, do the rebound. Going to be an up-tempo game, too, because this is what Iowa State wants to do. They want to get out, rebound, run, find open threes, and transition. Tech's gotten a little lucky that Iowa State's missed a couple of these open threes. Brent Gerlich, no, and one of the keys for Texas Tech, watching them this year, they cannot have empty possessions today. No, because this is a team that will take advantage of that. If you have a poor offensive execution or a turnover, Iowa State is going to make you pay for that. Suarez with the easy 2, averaging just under 16 points a game, 2-time NAIA Player of the Year.
And that was one of the biggest keys for Tech going into this game today was their transition defense. And you see Soares just got loose there and got a rim run right to the front of the rim.
Lewis from 17. That breaks an 0 for 5 scoring drought for the Lady Raiders. You talk about Soares, you talk about Joens, but Emily Ryan is the real glue on this team. Deep in the corner? No, Donarski can't get it.
That is the offense we're going to see all night tonight, though. Emily Ryan penetrating. Bailey Maupin had to leave her player to help on the penetration. Ryan finds the wide open three. Again, the lucky there missed some open threes right now.
Cortez pulls down the rebound. And is her 7th board already. Watch her run the floor. Just got away from Lewis. Suarez is so active defensively and offensively. Remember, Scott inside draws the contact. Exactly.
You know, they want to keep people off the foul line, and that's one of Tech's strengths. So who's going to win that battle tonight?
Remember, Scott started her career at Mississippi State. For the last 4 games, she's averaged 15 points and about 7 rebounds.
She's just been really, really good so far. I'm excited to watch her in Big 12 play, and that she cannot pick up a third right now. And I think that's some coaches absolutely will not play people with 2 fouls. I think it depends on the player, and if you have some trust in them.
You have to. Morgan Kane in the lineup now, and the outside shooting of Iowa State has not been good. Here is Maupin. Again, freshman of the week. Turnaround, rolls it over the front.
Really nice there, getting down the lane line, creating space.
3-second difference shot of the game clock. Ryan on the drive, can't get it. Missing the buddy shot. Quickly up ahead, and Farrell throws it over the outstretched hands of Maupin. Lexi Donarski is checked back into the lineup, number 21 for Iowa State. And that's going to be a blocking foul.
She just has an edge to her when she plays, and she's almost too unselfish because she looks around. They want her to score, too, instead of being so unselfish with the ball, which she is capable of.
Gets the second, and we're going to be tied, and that's the way the first quarter will come to an end. She loves the game of basketball. She wants to learn. Bill actually made a call to her when she was in high school. We'll talk about her recruiting story. It's pretty incredible. And she's still basically on a learning curve. On the drive around Maupin is Donarski. Bill told us, he said she's becoming more comfortable with that. Bryn Gerlich, daughter of Krista Gerlich, can't get the 3 to go down. And here is Emily Ryan.
Did you see the pressure and the length already of Amber Scott on her, trying to make every pass difficult? Good defense, crowd around Soares.
The 3, no. Suarez had the rebound, kicks it back out, and they'll set it up.
Good scramble, D.
And the first 3 of the ball game, the streak continues. I have no life if I come up with stats like that.
But it's that's what they do. And right now, about 46% of their shots are from the arc. That is a really, really high rate. You know, most coaches want it to be around 33,
right.
35%.
Good
so
point.
when you're taking almost 50% of your shots are from the arc, you are letting it fly.
Well, yeah, and last year, 357 threes.
That's an incredible number. That's
the 4th time they've been over 300. They work the ball around. Here is, again, Emily Ryan for 3. No. Offensive rebound and put back by Suarez.
That this team is competitively connected, that this group goes above and beyond for one another, and they have a lot of pride in this program. Coach also mentioned to us that this year's group reminds him of the 2000 squad, who he said
the competitiveness of this team.
Right, and just how connected they are. And you saw the formula that was up on that graphic, and that's just been such a part of the Bill Finley program for so many years. They're going to shoot the 3.
They've been around together a long time.
They have, and that mattered with Kurt Miller at Bowling Green, and
right.
We were together, the same staff, for 11 years, and we were the longest tenured at the time.
Iowa State leads the overall series. They've won 4 in a row. The last Tech win was back in 2020. No place to go. Suarez sets the pick, rolls to the hole.
Oh!
That's going to be a foul that we thought she may have broken her ribs.
Right. And you got to adjust a little bit. Tech wants to play physical, and you got to adjust to how the refs are calling it. Physical for them inside, can finish around the rim really well.
Scott will set things up. Again, playing without two of your point guards, sitting on the bench for Texas Tech. Back to Lubbock during the holidays.
As many people did.
As many people did, yeah. Ended up driving and didn't play the last game because she got in at 8 in the morning. Still showed up at the game, though.
Oh, she did.
Had a great game versus Oral Roberts. Knocked home 24 points. Scott usually reliable from the free throw line. 3 of 5 so far this afternoon.
Right, I don't expect her to miss very much.
How about that? Bree Scott poking it away. Along with Brandy Poole, Ariel Schaefer, Amron Thulin's acrobatic shot by Jasmine Shavers. And now Farrell on Kane gives up some inches. Farrell jumps out now in front of Donarski, who goes right around her for the layup. Donarski with a half a dozen. Lexi Donarski, one of those players, talking to her during the Big 12 meetings, watches a lot of tape. You like hearing that with your young players.
Oh, absolutely. It's the best way to learn.
On the drive, counted for Maggie Espin-Miller-McGraw.
You just got to let that foul go at that point.
Exactly. I mean, you go back to her freshman year where she averaged over 8 points and 3 assists a game. Then she got injured in 2021. Now a different role, and she's accepted it. Just wants to win.
And you got to love that team first attitude.
Oh, yes. Scott, no. Can't get her own rebound. Ryan takes it away. Emily Ryan with 3 assists has moved into the number 5 spot overall in Iowa State history.
That's the thing. With a team like Iowa State that can really score, you can't give them easy buckets.
Exactly.
Transition, free throw line, open threes in transition.
Home of Jackie Stiles, I might add.
She was a pretty good player.
She was okay. 2 starters for Texas Tech on their bench right now. Important starters because of foul problems. Inside Scott. She goes to double figures with 11. McKinney, nice job defensively. I thought Diew was the last to touch it. And Coach Gerlich is not happy. She thought over the top.
I thought so too. And
Here's the
blue,
tee.
I thought it was going to be a foul.
Coach Gerlich gets her tee. I think, was that her second this year, I think?
Yeah, well, the foul count right now, and you can't read a whole lot into this, but it is like 12 to 5. You know, and Tech's been physical, but, you know, sometimes coaches get technicals just to get their kids fired up and get into it. But now Tech's got to take a deep breath.
She's a perfect 3 of 3 so far this afternoon. Makes me look forward to the halftime interview with Coach Gerlich.
Right, and this team's going to compete to the very last minute, every game.
Scott puts a little bit of a bump on Ryan. Into the corner, Diew for 3. Buries it. Her 7th of the season. Ryan doesn't buy any of that. That is a savvy defensive play by Emily Ryan. Haven't seen Texas Tech's press that we saw a lot so far this season. Deep in the corner, 2 in a row. This one from Donarski. Incredible high school career at Groover High School. Not about an hour or so from here, I guess. No, maybe more than that.
Yeah, a little bit further, maybe. I tell you what, she has been as advertised coming in non-conference, and so it's going to be fun to watch her continue to elevate her game as we see her knock down the 3 there, you know, as we go through Big 12 play. But these are the kind of games that people like Bailey Maupin are built for.
Absolutely. They needed that 3. Final 9 seconds of the half. Ryan. Soares, no place to go. Travel call with 1.7.
Good rotating to help there. Got her a little sped up. Now Tech's got to handle their press.
Maupin won't get close.
Right, that is a little high for this Iowa State team. So, and they start the first half out with 1-2. So,
wow. You don't see that from a Bill Finley team very often.
You really don't.
You know, and people will say, well, that's because they had the time off. And I know the coaching staff, they don't make excuses.
No, and I'm going to give a little credit to Tech's defense. They have been up in them. They've been physical. They've been aggressive. You know, so credit Tech's defense on some of those turnovers for sure.
From the outside, no. Rebound pulled away by Joens. Throws it away. Thought she came up with a good save. Here is Scott. Scott leads in. Soares with another block.
I feel like Soares' arm came out of nowhere there for that block.
Ashley Joens running the floor so well.
The big key is going to be transition defense here. Can Tech get back and make them run offense, make them work in the half court, and not just get layups running the floor in transition.
Emily Ryan with almost an excuse me steal. Boy, Emily Ryan, what a career she has had. Last year she set an Iowa State record for assists. That was 9th most in the country. Was 3rd in assists per games last season. Again, the offense
a game is incredible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Again, the offense seems to be stalling. Bryn Gerlich in foul trouble. Gets the 2. She can get going.
She really can. And Tech should have good confidence against the zone because they have seen a lot of zone recently in non-conference, and they have been handling it really well over these last few games. So they should feel confident scoring against the zone.
That's the pull-up jump overtime, and Tech won that game. McKinney can't get it off the back of the iron. Donarski quickly up the floor. Katie Farrell.
Riley McKinney's going to hit that open 3 at a high clip, but at the end of the day, you've got to knock down shots, and that's just where Iowa State is very, very good.
Emily Ryan never lost a high school game, 104-0. Here is Gerlich. Great defense, Iowa State. Scott outside 3. Archer Glad. The rim is wrapped.
Had good defense, and then when you've got Soares behind you protecting the rim, it just gives your defense just another layer of protection.
Nice hesitation move by Donarski. Draws the contact and at the line. Here is Maggie Espen-Miller-McGraw. Only 9 games in 2021. Was injured. And
Tech's got to string together some stops here to try to get back into this game.
From deep in the corner, the 3 by Riley McKinney.
In her hands, you know she's going to penetrate and make good decisions with the ball. That was pretty offense there. And again, Riley McKinney's going to make them at a really high percentage.
McKinney needed that. She started 0 for 6 shooting in this game. Alabama State, she didn't miss a shot, 7 for 7. Soares inside, nice up and under move. That's pretty.
Going up and still was able to flip it up and in. But again, they've done a pretty decent job limiting her catches down in the block.
Last 4 games, she has shot 58% from the floor. Bree Scott. And Ashley Joens picking up the foul. She's got 3, and speaking of...
She needs to bring some of that energy right now to this lineup, defensively and offensively. Ooh.
Jones, nice job. Farrell covering up. But then the seas parted, opened up for Emily Ryan.
She's able to just get right to the rim.
McKinney. Here's Shavers again. Oh, nice pass inside to Lewis from Shavers. Lewis working on Kane. Got it! And she'll go to the line.
Jasmine, for as talented as she is in the post, she struggled a little bit with some length, and with Kane being in there not having the length.
Final 2 minutes. Upcoming. Iowa State has not scored in over 2 minutes. Good defense by Tech, 5 to shoot. Baseline opens up.
So dangerous is they have 4 players that average double figures, so they have so many scorers on the floor. And then we haven't even talked a lot about Denae
Lewis,
Fritz.
as mentioned, had some time at the University of Houston, had a season high 17.
So I like the intent right now to get the ball inside, play inside out. It'll open up some of their threes too.
Tech will have it.
And basketball's a game of runs, and Iowa State had their run. Tech's got to make theirs right now, and they're in the middle of it.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. If you're Tech, you need a good shot. Scott, deep 3, front of the rim. Rebound into the hands of Ryan. Donarski for 3, no. Jones just waited in time to rebound and then gets fouled on the play. And Brian Interline is explaining it to Riley McKinney that, yeah, it rolled over.
free throws. So the fact that if she's even going to miss one of them after that call.
She's 92% from on this Saturday afternoon, the last game of the last day of 2022. By the way, wish everybody a very happy and safe New Year's tonight. Soares underneath. Too easy. She's got 4 blocks also. Shavers no, and I think Texas Tech's got to be careful. You don't want to fall in love with the 3 this early in the game.
Right. No, they've got to continue to get good shots inside out.
Chevalier, and that was a savvy move.
Ryan's so special is she knows how to get the ball to her teammates in the right spot, but she also knows how to create for herself and read her defenders.
Steph, after shooter out last night about Emily Ryan, pretty impressive. How about Shavers with the steal and the layup? 2 minutes gone by in the 4th. Katie Farrell, beautiful pass inside to Lewis.
Really good, but they need her on the floor.
And now an opportunity to cut the lead to single digits. It hasn't been this close since quarter number 2. Farrell, Soares doesn't come out to get her. Lewis does not even elevate.
I love that the crowd's getting into it right now.
Big time. 6 to shoot. That's going to be a travel. Texas Tech will have it. Bryn Gerlich back in the lineup again. She is in foul trouble with 4. Katie Farrell with 4. On the drive, nice pass, trying to get it into Lewis. Gerlich turns, shoots, got it. Soares getting ready to check back into the lineup for the Cyclones. Joens inside. And a technical foul's also going to be called on Bree Scott after the foul.
It's huge, and already we were talking about the free throw line being a big part of this game. Iowa State's already plus 10 in free throw attempts. Now they're going to be plus 14 in attempts, and Ashley Joens is not going to miss free throws. So this is just a huge momentum swing in the middle of the 4th quarter when Tech was making a really big run.
Ashley Joens came in 43 of 47 from the strike. And again, another double-double for her. She is as advertised. Whistle before Jones' shot.
Even keeled, and we'll communicate with you in a very good way.
Former player herself, Stephanie Soares, out of the Masters University, São Paulo, Brazil.
You're rolling your R's really nicely there.
I kept saying, now, I want to get it right. I don't want hate mail from São Paulo, Brazil. You mispronounced my daughter's name. Inside, Lewis steals it away.
Good hands and catch and finish there by Jasmine Lewis.
That stops a 7-0 Iowa State run, and Lewis with 13 in the game. The lead still at 12. Donarski floats it, got it. 4 Iowa State players in double figures.
And that's consistent. That's what they do. You know, they have 5 people on the floor at all times that can score the basketball.
Before you think about the play, see the play before you make it. And I think she does that so well. Now we can see why Bill Fenley's so excited.
Make them beat you in different ways is so important.
And the turnover. And Iowa State can increase the lead. They've hit their last 3 field goal attempts. They've led by 20. Iowa State saw that lead dwindle inside of 10 just a couple of moments ago, but now they've stood up to the challenge.
I think Tech's going to go back and watch this 4th quarter when they had it cut to 7.
And at the line, it is Lexi Donarski. Preseason poll, you can see it, Texas. Texas, though, racked by injuries. They've got to play at TCU this coming Wednesday. 4 rebounds. She also 4 foul trouble. 2 more as advertised. Got in some foul trouble in that first quarter. Never forces the game. Always lets it come to her as the foul is going to be called in today's game.
Yeah, that's pretty low for what they typically average.
On the year, Iowa State. But it's the way the game played out. Shavers may have gotten away with a little bit of a travel. No, rebound, Iowa State. That's probably going to do it because Emily Ryan's just going to walk it up the floor. So Texas Tech is going to see their win streak come to an end, but come to an end to a very good team.
I think they're going to find, I know Chris is not going to be real happy with today, but I think they're going to find some bright spots and moments, and then there's going to be lots to continue to learn from heading into Big 12. But you know, in foul trouble being one of them. Bryn, Big Cat, they've got to keep themselves out of foul trouble. They need them on the court, especially in big moments like this and down fourth quarters when you're making runs. And Tech has been so good in the fourth quarter in the non-conference. So, they've got to find a way to be physical without fouling in Big 12 play. The foul line, like we talked about, was a big area that we were focused on heading into this game because Iowa State does not foul, and Tech can get themselves to the foul line, and Iowa State won that battle tonight.
Iowa State finishes out the fourth quarter on a 13-2 run. They hit 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts.